What's a piece of information you learned that feels illegal to know? Potassium chlorate is available online, cheaply and in bulk. Combined with table sugar and a little bit of sulfuric acid, also available online or in a car's battery, it will explode and burn with a purple flame. Demomon has entered the chat. Wouldn't the purchase of potassium chlorate be monitored, or reported, when it came to large orders? If while handling laboratory mice during an injection or earmark or whatever, you accidentally squeeze too hard for too long and the mouse starts dying of asphyxiation, you're supposed to helicopter them by the tail as a quick revival strategy. Edit: no, this maneuver does not harm or kill the mice. To clarify, it's very mild and slow helicoptering, at 0.5 to 1 revolutions per second. Not rapid centrifugation. And this should never be done to rats. Mice are light enough for this to be okay. Similarly, it works with baby sheep. My family raised sheep when I was younger and we birthed a lot of lambs. Sometimes a ewe will ignore a lifeless third baby when she has one or two other newborns that she's figuring out. To help wake up the baby, we would use straw or hay to stimulate the nostrils, trying to invoke a sneeze, and rub the body simulating its mother licking it. When time is running out and the baby isn't breathing, a last resort is to grab a good handful of newborn baby lamb rear feet and swing that little guy around the barn in a very helicopter-like way. I know, sounds crazy, but I've seen it work dozens of times. Wait, really? You're allowed to rip the tag off your mattress. Lol, yeah, it's funny to me that people don't know this. They really do not remove under penalty of law but completely miss the except by consumer underneath it. Unless you're some kind of mattress middleman who buys them up to resell to end users, you can take the tag off your mattress and it's perfectly legal. Source: I work for a bedding company and my job, supply chain, involves compliance QA. I've seen pee-wee enough times to doubt this, my friend. The chemical formula for nitroglycerin. Don't mix that up with your Gatorade. Could have explosive diarrhea. If you don't know how to manufacture it, the formula is useless. I was once helping to clear out some old belongings of a person who had passed away many years before. In those belongings were maps, notes, and other documents detailing intelligence plans and documenting foreign posts. I'm sure it's all well past being useful, but I did later learn the person was a well-respected expert in his obsolete field with 3-letter agencies. Even found an envelope addressed to someone at the NSA, containing nothing but commercial product manuals, postmarked late 1960s. A lot of Soviet espionage was actually industrial in nature. Vacuum cleaners to coffee machines. Even though the joke is tastes like chicken, humans actually taste like pork according to cannibals, for example Arthur Shawcross. Which made perfect sense to me when I found out. In med school we dissected cadavers including human muscle and fat, and xenografts. Tissue transplants from one animal to another are generally pig, or cow. For example, porcine heart valves are still used for heart surgery in the humans. And apparently beginning tattoo artists use pig skin to learn on because structurally the skin and flesh is most similar to tattooing humans. There's a reason why certain Pacific Islanders used to refer to human meat as long pig. No, really, the dense population of Marquesas Islands, Polynesia, was concentrated in the narrow valleys, and consisted of warring tribes, who sometimes practiced cannibalism on their enemies. Human flesh was called long pig. Suppose you were a member of a jury. If you were persuasive enough, you could convince your cohorts to render a verdict of yeah, well, the defendant totally did the thing that they're accused of having done. But they shouldn't get in trouble for it, on account of the law itself being stupid. That's a bit of a dramatized oversimplification, but jury nullification is a real thing. It isn't illegal to discuss, but as you can imagine, there are quite a few folks in the legal world who would really prefer that jurors not know about it. For one thing, the knowledge has led to a recent rise in acquittals for drug-related charges. But more important still is the fact that people who bring up the practice tend to be, and this is a technical, legal term, annoying as all hell. TL, doctor, you can legally piss off judges and lawyers while freeing criminals. The first time I went for jury duty, we got a pamphlet and video that explained that jury nullification was our right and we should be judging the law as well as the evidence. We recognize that the legislature has made a law. However, given that it is a stupid-ass law, we are electing to ignore it. If you put a wet Jolly Rancher on a cold window and let it freeze then pull, the window will break. This sounds like something you learned by accident. I want to try this, but I know I probably shouldn't. What? If you smash a spark plug and throw a tiny piece of the ceramic at tempered glass, like the side window of a car, the whole window will shatter. I don't believe you, mostly because most windows are double pane so the interior side doesn't reach freezing temperatures. Subscribe for more hot Reddit takes in your inbox, guaranteed.